Hello, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to do a run through of all the kit I've got um, as a proper budget camping, hiking session basically. When I decided I was going to do a charity hike on Dartmoor, I was looking at all the kit that I would need and everything else, and the money for everything was ridiculous, and I just couldn't afford to stock up on everything basically. So literally pretty much everything I've got is on the budget scale of what's available out there. Like I'm talking Amazon, the Range. I've got a lot of regatta stuff from the Range, second hand, Facebook selling sites, etc. Gumtree. So I want to quickly run through everything with you that I've got and just give you a bit of a rundown of what it is, what it does, etc., and how much roughly it cost. So in no particular order, first of all, I'm going to go for the most expensive thing, which was the tent. I got this for my birthday in June last month. My partner bought it for me. It's £123, I think it was. But it is the Nature Hike Cloud Up 2. Brilliant, love it. I've used it a couple of times now. I've been out on Dartmoor a couple of times if you've seen my previous videos. Love it. It's about a kilo, just over a kilo in weight, maybe 1.5 kilos in weight. So it's not heavy. Comes in 2 parts, unfortunately, but it's not heavy at all. So yeah, Nature Hike Cloud Up 2. That's my tent. Most expensive thing I've got. Boots, yeah, no particular order at all. Boots, I've got regattas. Got these from the Range again about a month ago, I think, maybe 6 weeks ago. I've just noticed something. They've been they have been really good. I don't know what they are. Regatta whole combi. Yeah, Regatta whole combi, size 10s from the Range, £35. I've probably done, because I've been using them for work as well. I'm a postman. I've been using them a little bit for work. I've probably done 80 to 100 miles in these. And they have been really good, really comfortable, a lot of support up there, very solid, quite lightweight. Not the lightest boots available, but they are quite lightweight. But I have, as I've just picked them up then, I have just noticed that one of these has fallen out of there. I'm not overly bothered about that, I don't think. Maybe a little bit of water, maybe water might get through there. What's the other one, look? The other one's okay. Wearing out a bit quicker than I thought they might. A couple of little flat spots on there, but £35 from the Range. That was just I just walked in looking around and I saw these and I picked them up. So yeah, £35 walking boots. Backpack. I was looking at all sorts of backpacks. So many backpacks available out there. I was getting so lost and confused with what I wanted. In the end, I found a website. I cannot remember what it's called. But they had I think they only had about 6 or 7 rucksacks on there. In the end, I've gone for another Regatta product. It's a Black Fell 60 plus 10. 70 litre rucksack. It's on my previous videos. It's really good. Again, no problems. The only issue I might have is there's not enough outside storage on it. But it has got breathable. There's a lot of gap between the back of the pack. I don't know if I can do that, but your back sits about there on those 2 pads, top and bottom. So you have got about 1.5 inches, 2-inch gap between your back and the actual bag itself, so you don't sweat with it. It's got decent straps with slot pockets in the front, no zips or anything, but they are quite secure. You can get quite deep in there. Stream air ventilating system it's called. Got your chest strap, got your waist strap, outside pockets for your bottles or whatever. You've got your side straps for your sleeping mat, which I'll go through in a minute. Decent pocket on the bottom. That's your 10 litre pocket on the bottom. There is a compartment inside as a drawstring in there, so you can separate the bottom part from the top part. which I have done. So the bottom bit is closed up about there. So this is all separate. Couple of bungees on the front, not really much use to anybody. Decent pocket on the top. There isn't one on the inside. I thought there might be one. Sorry, I thought there might be one on the inside of the hood, but there isn't. There's only one on the top on the outside. You got your little hooks there, so if you get more straps, you can attach things to the top. It's okay. It's not the lightest backpack again, but it's £100. Well, according to the website, it was £100 down to 35. It came in charcoal or the blue. I decided to go for the blue because it's more visible. It has got space inside for your water bladder. And in there, from that, you've got the little slots there to come out through the top of the bag. And then you've got the bungee straps for you to put the straw down through the bungee straps, so it's right in front of you when you want it. So yeah, backpack, £35. Sleeping bag was next on my list. I decided I should get a decent sleeping bag, so I've gone for a Vango 3-season Vango Cadair 250, Cadair 250. Used this the first time I went out. Fantastic, awesome, really warm, comfortable, soft. Obviously it does come with a stuff sack, but I've not got that here. That's upstairs. It's got 2 bungees, if you like, to close. You've got one around your chest and one around your head, I think it is. Yeah, inside pocket as well for your mobile phone or whatever. Really, really decent bag. However, after the first time I used it, it's too bulky. It took up probably 3/4 of the inside of my backpack. It's heavy. It is quite a heavy backpack, sleeping bag. I will use it, but I think I'm only going to use it for sort of quick one-nighters, maybe cliff. I want to do a few cliff camps, so it might be used for that. So yeah, very good bag, but bulky and heavy. £28 I think I paid for that. So as a replacement to that, I went on to Amazon and got a very cheap, lightweight, small sleeping bag. Agemore, never heard of them before. Cheap Chinese, I think it's 12 quid. Nylon, outer, polyester. The fill is 100% silk stroke like cotton. And that compacts up into literally that big, and that just slots right in the bottom of my sleeping in the back of in the bottom of my backpack. Lovely. Very light, very small. Warm enough for me. I'm quite a warm sleeper anyway, so it's warm enough. But if I do get cold, I just put my fleece on or put my hat on or whatever. So cheap, lightweight sleeping bag. I think I paid £12 for that one. Sleeping mat, inflatable sleeping mat. Again, I was looking at them all. I was looking at the expensive £35, £45, £55 for £70 for a sleeping mat. I couldn't justify that. So self-inflated regatta again, £22. I think this one was off Amazon again. Self-inflating, it's really good. I don't know what the actual model is of it. Should have done this before, should I really? Preparation, failed to prepare. Pont 214, apparently. But a self-inflating roll mat. Got a little tap on the end there. It doesn't self-inflate fully. You do have to put a couple of putts into it. It actually gave me backache last time I used it. I think I've made it too hard. So next time I use it, I'm going to lock bottom and put quite so much air in it. But it's got a little strap on there to keep it secure. Decent mat, very comfortable. Apart from when you overload it with air. £22. I think £22. I think that one was. brings us on to my foil mat. $4.99. Cheap and cheerful. It does exactly the same thing as everything else. £4.99. Can't go wrong. That's what it says. What next? What else? Right, my bladder. Got this from the main Regatta shop in Truro in Cornwall. Regatta Outdoors again. 2 litre bladder. Sits in the back of the backpack. That comes down the strap, as I said, and sort of it's there ready when you want it. When I've got this, I filled it up, left it in the sink overnight to make sure it didn't leak, and it didn't. Filled it up, put it in a backpack, went to Dartmoor. Tried getting water out of it, nothing was happening. Couldn't get any water out of it. Turned the tap on, opened that up, released all that, couldn't get anything out of it. Was there for ages trying to work out why can't I get anything out. My mate Matt, Culinaire Outdoors, he was with me, couldn't work it out at all. Took the nipple off and water started gushing out of it. So anyway, long story short, there wasn't a hole in there. So we've had to get a knife out and put a slight little hole in there. So I was doing that and water wasn't coming out because there was nothing for water to come out of. Other than that, it's alright, $6.99. I paid for that from the Regatta shop. I think it was on sale. $6.99, but it didn't work. Regatta does now. What else? Regatta shop, same time I went in there. Wasn't looking for one of these, but I saw it for 99p. Sit mat. Brilliant. Sit on the rock, comfortable, no problem. 99p. Bargain. Wind deflector for my stove. Carrymore, cheap. Does exactly the same job as everything else out there. I think I paid $5.99 for this one. Aluminium, lightweight. It's got pegs to go into the floor. Can't really say anything more than that. It works. And it was cheap. $5.99. You don't need to be spending money on the big names. It's nice. I will be upgrading a lot of this stuff as and when, but at the moment I really don't need to. Inflatable pillow. Amazon, $2.99. Milestone camping. Cheap. Hydromate water filter. Basically, it's a Sawyer Mini. It's not, obviously. I can't say it's a Sawyer Mini. It's a copy of... Might not be a copy of a Sawyer Mini. It might be their own, outright, their own product. But it is essentially... It does the same thing as a Sawyer Mini for half the price. Sawyer Mini, I think, was £35. 18 quid for this and this. Comes with a clip. Obviously, your bottle. The screw tap is exactly the same as your normal water bottles that you can buy. Hydromate stroke Sawyer Mini copy-ish. Cheap water filter, 18 quid. And it works really well. I used it the other day on Dartmoor a couple of weeks ago. And it was literally like drinking tap water. Tissues, don't have to worry about those. Ibuprofen, Vaseline. Little towel. Trespass shop in Truro, went in there. Little microfiber sports towel on a clip. $1.99. Brilliant. A trowel. Stroke wet wipes. I've forgotten how it works. Spade, stroke, ice pick, stroke, saw, stroke, I don't know, whatever else. Essentially, it's for digging holes when you get cut short. dig a hole, wet wipes, fill it back up. I think this was £7. Might have been less than £7, but again, Amazon bargain. Yeah, Amazon comes in a pouch, belt hoop on the back, £7. Can't go wrong with that. First aid kit, plasters, whatnot in there, £1.99 with a pouch, belt hoops, £1.99. Amazon. Coffees. You don't need expensive coffee filters, Matt. Oh, that was very, very nice. Yeah, coffee, milk and sugar all in there already. Headlamp, red light, red flashing light, 2 setting LED. Oh, look at that. Rechargeable USB. It's not batteries, so it's not going to, if it can turn itself off in my bag, but it's not going to use the batteries up. USB, and there's the lead. Not had to use it yet, because it's summer, I suppose. But it does angle. When it's on your head, you can tilt it and everything else. Again, Amazon, £6.99. What can you say? Super bright LED headlamp, £6.99. Rechargeable as well. Rechargeable. Ordnance Survey map and map pocket. Map, obviously, Ordnance Survey. I think it's £7.99. I think I paid for that off of Amazon again, which is cheaper than the Ordnance Survey website, I found. Ordnance Survey map comes with the code as well, so you put it onto your phone, which I've done as well. So you can download the Ordnance Survey app, tap it into your phone. Map pocket, waterproof map pocket. It does up at the bottom, not at the top. £1.99. eBay, Amazon. Compass. eBay. Oh, stop saying it. Amazon, £6.99. £6.99 is a common thing now, isn't it? Firelighting kit. Shall I? There you go. £2.99. Firelighting kit. £2.99. Bargain. Ferro rod. That's what it's called. Not firelighting kit. Ferro rod. GoPro Hero 2. I bought this off a whim. So it popped up on my Facebook page 2 minutes after the bloke posted it onto one of the selling sites. Hero 2 with a ton of accessories, every accessory you could ever need for a GoPro, £20. All I had to do was buy a memory card for it. So I use that for all my time lapses. If I use anything from underwater, took it to Cyprus, used it in the swimming pool underwater and stuff. All the time lapses I do on my videos are done with this. £20. Can't go wrong, can you? That's just an old compass that my dad gave me. I've not used it. I've not tried to use it. I'm sure it works very well, but I don't really want to take it out and damage it. But that's in there. Power bank. When you're out and about for 2 or 3 days, you need power. 22,400 milliamps. I bought this on Amazon probably 12 months ago. 22 quid I think I paid for that. £23. 3 USBs. It's got a torch on there as well somewhere. There you go. 3 USBs on it, as I say. That will charge my phone 4 times. Also, I do use it now for the GoPro, for my head torch, for the thing I'm going to show you at the end, which I'm not going to tell you about yet. 22,400 milliamps. It's a bit weighty, but brilliant piece of kit. You cannot go anywhere without a power bank. Pen, because you never know when you're going to find a geocache. Jungle Formula deep spray for ticks, midges. Earplugs. Mouthwash, travel mouthwash. Travel antibac gel. Hanging light for the tent. Again, not really used this one yet. It's got a downlighter, which is really cool, but it's also got a torch on it as well. Bought that in the Trespass shop in Truro, $4.99. Can't go wrong, can you? $4.99. Bargain. Spare tent pegs. Not used them yet. I think they were $1.99 in the range, something like that. Just spare tent pegs. Food. Now I did buy a few of these, but they are quite weighty, so I'm going to use these ones up. But I'm not going to use these ones. I'm not going to get these again because they are quite heavy. Chili con carne with rice. It's quite nice. I've had it a few times. This is my last one now, and I've got 2 of the all-day breakfasts left as well. Bit of omelette in there, sausage, egg, beans, etc. Blah blah blah. Sausage, bacon. I think they're about $5.50, $5.95 each, but they are quite heavy. So the next lot I get, I'm going to get dehydrated food. Whether or not it's in pouch form like that, I don't know, or like pot noodles or super noodles or stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to use them first. Then my last ones are those, so I'm going to use them first. Brings me neatly on to my cook set. This one, again, Amazon. Frying pan, saucepan, lid, wooden spoon, spork, gas stove. It's quite neat. This is. It is cheap, but it does the job really well. That locks in, feet fold out. It's decent. It's cheap and nasty, but it works. Ignition light, screw bottom. This whole cook set, $8.99, I think it was. Amazon again. Most of the stuff comes from Amazon. Sitting at home shopping on your front room chair or sofa or whatever. Cook set in a bag, $7.99 with the with the stove. Summit gas canisters, 230 gram, $3.99 each. One of them, I think it's this one, doesn't seem to work properly. You have to, once it's on, it will burn, it will just disappear, then you have to shake it and it goes back up again. So you have to keep shaking this one for some reason. Can you let me know in the comments why that might be? I'm not entirely sure, but I have to shake that one. $3.99 each though. Spare lighter. Trespass, little mug, stainless steel, I think it's stainless steel, not sure. Little Trespass mug, $2.99 in the shop. But that is light, very light. I was well chuffed with that. Until I went into a Cotswold shop in Truro and picked up a titanium mug. And I could not believe how light that was. I've never picked one up before. So now I have got, not from Cotswolds, I got it off Amazon. It's by, I do know who it's by. 2 seconds. I've forgotten who it's by. Taito? Lixada titanium mug. I had an Amazon gift card for my birthday off my sister. So I used that to buy that. That was $16.99 for that. But lid on it, chuck it straight on the stove. titanium lightweight, $16.99. That was. I did spoil myself with that, and at the same time I bought a titanium spork as well. Again, Lixada, I think it is. It might be Taito. Oh, it might be different make. Are they different makes? They do different makes. Lixada 300ml, and this is made by Taito. Again, lightweight. So now that one can go. Pretty much it. Everything here is on a budget. Everything, apart from the tent. The tent was expensive, but I didn't pay for the tent. That was a birthday present. That's pretty much my kit. I store it in this big plastic tray. Most of it goes in there, and that slots in the top of my wardrobe really nicely. Today I've been looking at, I've got the GoPro which I use, and the one I'm using now comes over there, is my Huawei P30 Pro mobile phone, which is on a cheap eBay GorillaPod $3.99 tripod at the moment. I do also have what else do I use? I've got the selfie stick that came with the GoPro. That I use that as well for both the GoPro and for the phone. But a couple of days ago, I saw advertised second hand a gimbal. I've just picked it up this morning, about an hour ago. It was advertised for 50 quid. I think it was 50 quid. Comes in a hard case. I've not managed to use it. I've just plugged it in to charge it up. That's all I've done, but I've not managed to have a go on it yet. But I've got a gimbal. So that, I'm hoping, will make when I'm walking about, it'll make the video a lot cleaner and a lot smoother and a lot better to look at for you guys. Apparently it extends, but I've not done that yet. Oh yeah, look. Fully extendable as well, so you can hold it out. Put it down to the ground, I guess, maybe upside down, I don't know. But once that's fully charged up, I'm going to have a play around with that, and that will be used on my next video. Although it is a bit weighty on that top end. Don't know. Not sure. Not sure about that one yet. Whether or not to take it camping with me, because as I say, it's quite weighty. But that comes with its own little tripod feet. So that screws into the bottom, so you've got a little tripod as well with it. It is advertised on a second-hand, I think it was Gumtree, but it might have been a Facebook site, but I'm 99% sure it's Gumtree for 50 quid. I offered him 30, and he took it. He's only used it twice. 30 quid for a gimbal. You watch, it won't work now. But yeah, all comes in this nice case. It's pretty much brand new. So I'm looking forward to having a bit of a play around with that. So yeah, that's my kit. Everything you see here is budget, pretty much. So you don't need to spend a lot. It can be so overwhelming with all these makes. You've got Berghaus, you've got North Face, you've got jackets. I've got a jacket upstairs. Trespass puffer, not a puffer jacket, but you know the I can't think what they're called now, but you know the proper outdoor puffer jacket type thing. Trespass one. It was $89.99 in the Trespass shop. I got it for $19.99, reduced to $19.99. I was looking at Rab. I was looking at Trespass, but the down jackets. I was looking at Trespass jackets. I was looking at Rab. I was looking at North Face. I was looking at Berghaus. I was looking at all these big names. I haven't got that sort of money to spend on this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's so overwhelming. But if you look around, and if you don't mind things like that gimbal, if you don't mind second hand, you can get stuff really cheap. And I'm looking forward to using that. I really am. Everything works. The only thing I've had problems with is the bladder, the water bladder from Regatta. But I managed to fix that myself. The stove works. All this cheap, $7.99. It works. I know it's cheap, but it does the job. It's not non-stick, but realistically, who cares? I'm not going to be cooking any gourmet meals on it. Everything works. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that it's opened a few people's eyes that you don't necessarily need to spend a lot of money. I would recommend, if you're gonna, I would recommend it on a tent, possibly a sleeping bag and your inflatable mat, your roll mat. You need to be comfortable. You need to be dry. You need to be able to sleep properly. Other than that, everything else you can get away with buying cheaper budget stuff, and there's no shame in that. No shame in that whatsoever. But anyway, I hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more videos coming up. I'm going to Dartmoor in, what day are we on? Thursday. Sunday I'm going to Dartmoor for 3 days, 2 nights. I'll probably split that down into 3 videos, 1 per day. That's a charity hike that I'm doing in aid of the Cornwall Air Ambulance. Look back through previous videos to understand what I'm talking about with that. But it's something that's very close to me. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.